My name is Daryl and I'm 17 years old.
My name's Sade and I'm 16 years old.
I'm Dylan, I'm 17.
I'm Park, I'm 16.
I'm Michelle, I'm 18.
I'm Jessica, I'm 14.
I'm Morgan, I'm 15.
I'm Chris and I'm 17.
What do you think Palestine youth think about us and know about us?
Well, as for no, I don't think they know a lot about us because most likely, I mean, most youth probably in like maybe refugee camps, just they have the idea that I don't know, I was just commenting saying like I'm really pissed that we're giving all our money to Israel, and I mean, that's probably the one idea, like all they probably know is that we're just helping the people that's taking their land.
Yeah, I don't think they know a lot about us because just by perspective, they could think since we're paying them money, we're just like them. And from my perspective, I'm nothing like them.
Like the
Israelis
okay.
that take their land for no reason.
Well, they know we forgot our first black
They have
president.
nowhere else to go.
I don't understand how they can just turn people's lives into nothing. I mean, they had something to begin with.
It's like slavery.
I think the Israelis are hypocritical because like they talk about how like the whole reason they came back to the land is because the Holocaust and everything and how they were being discriminated against racially, and then they turn around and do it to all the Palestinian people and like take their land and tell them, oh well, you need like these identification cards to get past these checkpoints. I mean, they're just doing the same thing that was done to them.
Bitter, sweet irony.
What do you want Palestine youth to know about America and American teens?
That
We don't
Just-
carry around guns.
Yeah, just because we live in America doesn't mean we got it easy. I mean, a lot of our lives are actually pretty hard to go through with day-to-day life.
Can I interrupt? Like, what are some problems that you think people your age face, at least in our community?
We just face like
Most
just like we go through discrimination, racism,
STDs.
jealousy, STDs. We go through like family problems, deaths.
I feel like life is hard. At
Some
least for
people-
me it is. It's like really hard because you have to, because
Child abuse,
it's just really hard.
Drug problem.
Some people
family abuse.
sometimes people hate you just because you're younger than them.
Or like the way you dress, or like if you have like piercings all over, people judge you like that when they shouldn't. Should get to know you, but they just judge you.
Like people go through like what they look like every day too. Like they don't look a certain way, they don't want to do anything, they don't want to go to school. Like I can say like if I don't look a certain way, I can't go to school. What do you know about Palestine youth? What have you learned from promises, the guest speaker, a little piece of ground, your research?
Well, some of them want to get along and not have that wall.
Some of them want peace too, but they want to they don't know anything. They're just growing up and the conflict's already going on, so they all just wondering what's going on. They all want peace and just equal rights and everything, just like everybody else out here. And I learned living in Palestine is not easy. Like you have to build your own stuff from ground up.
With no money,
No money. You gotta
support.
right. You gotta build stuff
Most
with
of
your
what they have
hands.
is of charities, and I mean, I bet they somewhat feel a little embarrassed by that. Because, I mean, I can imagine they used to have all this money and they would have all this power, and then now they kind of fall under, Canada. I'd be pretty embarrassed if I was falling under Canadian money. But, yeah.
like, it's crazy, like, you could just be walking down the street and say, there goes a hanger, we need that to hang our clothes, grab it, take it to the house with us. Like, normally, you could just say, I need a hanger, I got some money, let's go to the store to go get it. They don't even got no stores around here. They got like they said, they just throw like satellites together and just put it on the house and stuff. Like, it's crazy. They gotta hook it up themselves. They can't have somebody like we can just to call and have somebody come hook it up for them. For us.
Okay, they don't have contracts.
Yeah.
No one wants Comcast.
What would you want your message to be in this why not exchange?
That like, I don't know, I can't say that we like fully understand the issue over there in Palestine, but we do understand what's going on. But like I said, we can't fully say that we understand it because we don't live through it and experience it every day, but that like, we are here and we do sympathize for you.
We haven't forgot about the problem, and we still know it's around.
And if my message is, if I could do something to change it, I would.
Okay.
Why would you want to visit Palestine?
Or would you?
Would you want to visit Palestine? If yes, if no, why not?
I would.
Tell us why, Park.
Why?
Mhm.
I guess it's just like one step closer to maybe seeing more, like hearing about from the guest speaker of her like seeing like just kids our age with guns just going up to people's houses and just shooting up in the air, so just to make them feel a little bit threatened. And I both feel like a little shocked that that's the first time I've ever seen something like that, and then a little proud that if they turned around to me, they stop or shoot me. So if I was shot, I'd know that, I mean, I was there just to realize something, and that was to see what the conflict was more closely, like up close, like eye to eye. And even if I was shot with by some kid my age who had a lot more intent to get anything he wanted just by killing me, I wouldn't care, because I mean, I actually think Palestine would be pretty cool to go to, and I think it'd be really worth it.
I would.
I wouldn't want to go because of the concept that's going on. And it's sad, but I wouldn't go. Just, I wouldn't want it.
I wouldn't want to go because I would just want to live a day in their shoes to see how they really feel, so then I can say, I really do understand you guys' pain. I would just want to go. I wouldn't want to go get shot or anything, but I just want to go.
I'm not saying I want to go get shot.
No.
But I think what Park was saying is that if he were, he would, if he survived, know that he did it, he was trying to help or trying to save, trying to help the Palestinian cause. Is that what you were saying?
Well,
I wouldn't.
I'm in the middle. I will go, but I wouldn't go. So,
It just seemed like to go and like to try to make a change would seem better in my behalf. Like just knowing I went down there and lived how they lived and it wasn't too bad.
I would want to go too. I would want to go because I want to see the conflict for myself. Like, I want to experience, kind of. Like, I want to go there and help out some odd way. Like, if they need to go do something, go help them do something or something like that. So, yeah.
I'd
It's
go.
fun.
I'd go because like I want to travel the world and I want to see for the world for how it actually is and not how like our media like shelters us from like all the conflicts and everything that go on in the outside world. Like I actually want to experience everything for how